Hello fans of Marvel Heroes, welcome to this channel where you see video and guides on this free-to-play game called Marvel Heroes. My name is Wilfred Wong. Today let's talk about Iron Fist. It is pre-order or don't bother. Now, Iron Fist is going to be a new hero very soon, and for those who are new to this game, there's something called a test server. Test server is a place whereby all the new features, new hero will be showcased there first for us to do some testing, feedback to Gazillion, and they'll try to tweak the hero before he's being released. Also, for those who are also new to this game, heroes can be unlocked using Splinter, earned through in-game currency, or you can purchase him with the costume and with the stash as well, hero stash. And usually for pre-order, there's a certain percentage of discount. So if you really like the hero, it's good to get a pack because you come along with the stash. You'll need to put all his gear and so on. Now, so I'm going to share with you today what I have learned about Iron Fist. But bear in mind that this is a test server environment. It's very much like an alpha code. It's probably not even beta. And there will be full of bugs and balance issue, tuning issue, and so on. So let's not talk about all these things and just talk about the general design, philosophy design of Iron Fist, whether he is your cup of tea or not. Alright, so now Iron Fist is very much a martial art kind of hero. That's what I gather. And for those who are familiar with martial arts, like myself, I brought up in Hong Kong, and there's a lot of martial art Chinese novel back there, and I don't think those are really translated into Western. I think they should somehow, and so that's why when I play Iron Fist, all these stands like dragon, like serpent, like leopard, tiger, and so on and so forth, is actually very familiar with me. So it's always you have a stance before you execute a certain combo power and so on. So I think what Gazillion trying to do for Iron Fist is that there are tons of stands out there. And the stance will affect what kind of power you like to, what kind of move you try to hit it with. And I think in a way the concept works well, but we'll talk about execution a little bit later. All right. So now let's talk about the. I can't showcase you the sound file because somehow the test version the sound doesn't work after you log in. So I can't showcase you what his voice is like. And but by looking at his all his animation and also all this. All the stands that he's doing right now here, for those who are into Kung Fu, probably you can all the movie, it's very authentic, the animation is wonderful, and I think his costume, again, the default costume is really nice, same as, other heroes these days, the default costume is actually doing really, really well on the default costume, like Kitty Pryde or whatnot, and so that's really good news, very striking. White is always very striking in this game because everything is so dark in this game, and white actually show up very nicely. And so I'm going to talk about what I've learned so far about this hero, just the facts itself. Forget about tuning and so on. He has something called a chi. So his traveling, his movement doesn't really consume any power at all, so it's wonderful. It's not really a teleport, but it's quite a fast distance, so I mean no complaint. And so that's one thing I learned. The chi itself, you have to kind of load it up, so it's somewhat like a Punisher, kind of load or how about Star-Lord actually? If you play elemental build of Star-Lord, you use the elemental bullet system to refill all your bullets exactly the same, stance exactly the same. So you can start with for me like a crane stance, and after that all this chi become a crane chi, and then after that you can use up all the chi and so on, and after that you can use another stance and you refill again. So the refilling system is very, very much like Star-Lord if you have played that before. And whatever you do will consume this chi. So same as Star-Lord, you probably need at least two kind of stands to refill all the chi for you to have ongoing power output. So that's one thing I've learned. Another thing I've learned is that so if you look at the whole kind of stands, now let's talk about stands, right? So what stands are there out there? There are like crane, leopard, tiger, dragon, as well as serpent. So that together make up to be like 5 stands that you can use. And so now executing one stance over the other will override the other one. So for example, if I start with say the crane stand, all right, crane stand is this like white button there, also give you a certain team buff. If I use a serpent stand, it'll override the other one. So you can only have one stand at a time. But there's something called a chi overload, and chi overload allow overlapping of the stands for a duration of 8 seconds. All right, so there's a certain overlapping of stands. Stand itself is a 16-second cooldown, so you can have 16-second cooldown, another 16-second of that, and overlap the 8-second in between the two, if you can think that way. All right, so but when it comes to execution, it's a little bit hard to sort of like merge everything together. But I'll talk about execution a little bit later. All right, so so just to recap, there are 5 stances. They are also mean to overlap 2 stances, and each stance we have is accompanying power. So for example, if you look at the Good Fortune Thunder Kick, then if you are in crane, you would like to be in a crane stance to actually benefit the most out from it, because you have like also bonus mental damage system. And if you say, for example, if you want to do a black poison touch, I'm very sure it's translated from Chinese somehow. Black poison touch, or it's a spelling error. I don't know, man. So if it's a black poison touch, then if you are in a snake stance, you have extra layer, which is the mental damage over time. So that's just one example. There are other stuff like that. There's some other that are very much like probably be more like single target kind of like a hit. There's some for tiger and so on and so forth. So you have one stance and one power coming along with it. So 5 stands you have, then 5 power that have you, what have you, right? So you have 5 stand, 5 power, a few utility power, and that's all you have for Iron Fist. All right. So and what about so what about the signature? So signature, it goes something like that, right? It also, depending on your stance, that will have some kind of like extra bonus to it. So somehow after you have the one stance and 2 stand overlapping a stance, then you probably would like to do light onto iron, during that overlapping stance, if you can time it that way. So something to think about. There are stuff, there are many ways to play Iron Fist. I'm not going to like go through everything here, because everything is subjected to change. Whatever I say here, maybe a couple of weeks down the road is like all tossed out of the window. But still, the concept is there, stance and the power associated with it. And but what about the damage type and so on and so forth? From what I know, he's a physical hero, and also he has his mental power as well. You could potentially do it like a mental physical kind of a hybrid. But from what I've seen, if you are into single target and you may not proc the mental that often, it may or may not work for you. You'll see it in a little bit later. In order for a certain thing to happen, like the mental damage happen, you have to be in a certain stance. And if you are not picking a certain stance, or if that certain stance doesn't come kind of like complement with another stand, because you have to pick 2 stands, and if you want to really do hybrid, both your stand must be quite friendly to the whole hybrid proc scenario, because his main spender, Fury of 5 focuses, is not going to have any mental to it. So your mental come from the stand associated power. So not all of them will give you the hybrid kind of feel. So if you really want to go hybrid way, there's only that many options they can do. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And and as far as the hero synergy is concerned, he's interestingly, although I think his main power output is going to be physical, but it's a mental damage. I think not many hero synergy nowadays are mental. And another one is the health regen. So just laying out the facts here. All right. So another fact probably would like to talk about is his damage reduction part of it, because when you play a hero nowadays, the first thing you examine is how durable he is. As a melee hero, I'm pretty much, I wouldn't say I'm geared, but I'm most likely, I don't have any Iron Fist unit right now. I don't think they have it right now in the game. But from what I've observed, he is the defense dodge hero, so it's not that bad. However, as a melee hero, only about 41%. It's actually pretty, so you need the team buff to kind of like further buff him. Like for example, if you are into the Serpent, all right. So if you're in the Serpent, of course, that number will go up a little bit, because you actually buff your dodge and projectile deflection chance. I think there's some typo error here. There's no more. Okay, so it's bluffing, deflection, and dodge. So he's very much like a dodge and defense hero, but you can also have a bit of deflective there, because like I always say, you always want to gear for the stat that are missing to make him stronger. So I don't know, from what I've seen so far, damage reduction for 41%, and I don't see an 8% anywhere in the power I've seen so far. So I have somewhat a little bit like oh, there's 8% there. So yeah, so I think he's fine. 8% plus the 1%. So yeah, Iron Fist I think is a pretty durable hero. Take back what I've said. Yeah, he should be pretty durable. So okay, enough talking. So I hope that gives you a kind of like a good introduction on what he is like, design like. I'm going to take him into the Cosmic Terminal to showcase to you how he plays like. So this is Iron Fist in the Cosmic MODOK Test Center. So I'm going to just explain to you how it's going to work. So give you a little bit idea of how he plays like. So the stance I picked, or the power that I picked associated with the stance, are the Good Fortune Thunder Kick, because it does a kind of like quite a nice area explosion. And then another one is the black poison touch, because it gives a nice like damage over time on the ground. You can see on the ground that become like poison there. The reason why I want to do that is that I tend to sort of explore, is it fun to play a hybrid build, because with that what I could do is that I could have a mental damage that keep going, right? Every 7 seconds I need to do some meaningful damage. Now, so what I'm going to do also, I like to explain, because it gets a little bit tricky later on, is that the two stands has 16-second cooldown, so I'm going to overlap with the 8-second cooldown. No matter what, I'll switch to another one. And as for the power itself, although one will benefit more on the right stance, but I realize that sometimes you just want to ditch out the DPS anyway without that layer. So you'll see a lot of like cooldown meshing here. So what I'm going to do right now is just to go in. All right, so I'm in crane stance, and I'm going in. All right, so even though when I have no okay, so every 8 seconds I'll switch to the other stance. All right, so doesn't matter what I do, the other 8 seconds I'll go in, whether it has explosion or not doesn't really matter to me. Okay, 8 seconds I'm going to go into this one. All right, so explosion and the snake thingy, the black poison black poison touch, right, is it's kind of nice, but the animation is really long here. I mean, it drops like stuff here. All right, so 8 seconds I switch. Now then so far so good, and there are 2 power to play for each of the stands. It's just that one power is more stronger when the right stance trigger in. All right, so now you probably will ask me, when do you do a Chi Overload or Son of Asgard? No, this is not Son of Asgard. It's when you have one at least off cooldown, because it consumes all the Chi, and then you can have 2 C and D together, the 2 team buff. All right, so now I'm awesome. I can do like more stuff. I just realized that oh, there's a dupe here. All right, so whenever the 2 of them, the Good Fortune Thunder Kick and the black poison touch, is probably something that you keep doing on cooldown, and the other 2 just keep swapping whenever you have. So that doesn't really matter. All right, so now it's a boss time, and I'm going to go Thor. I don't know, man. It's just keep associating with the thing. All right. So because I think the problem with him right now, at least from what I see, is that he doesn't really have a lot of area damage. So it seems that he's taking a lot of damage because like I always say to everybody, sometimes when it comes to whether hero is fragile or not, it's just it's not only about the damage rating reduction. Damage reduction is more about the all right, let me just switch stand. All right, it's more about the how fast you can eliminate the threat that come upon you, which area damage is important, but it doesn't seem to me that he's really good at clearing area damage. But I'm doing all the best I can right now, just stand dancing every 8 seconds, stand dance, and and mashing the 2 cooldowns that for the stance itself. All right, so I don't know. So far, is it fun for you? Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, I'm trying to still figure out how to play him well. Right, so now I can do the Chi Overload, and then now I overlap the 2 together. Right, so And the that's it, man. Yeah, I missed the signature here. The signature also can't really see it. You have to get quite close to the action to see the signature, in action. So that is I'm now in crane and do the good fortune thunder kick on that, and after that good fortune thunder kick again, and then switch to serpent and drop the black poison touch for the damage over time, and then do the what's the yeah, it's a lot of words when it comes to, but at least all these words I can pronounce, huh? Instead of some really strange, like, I don't know, man, other language I can't really do. Alright, so again, I mean, the good fortune thunder kick and the black poison heart is probably what I'm just swapping right now. I'm paying attention to my cooldown and do the Son of Asgard. No, I do the chi overload and then go back to the crane stance. Alright, so these are stuff that you probably will be doing. I don't know whether it is fun to watch or not, man. I mean, it's actually not that fun for me to play because it's a lot of like button to smash right now here. I have to pay attention to the 2 cooldown, I have to pay attention to the chi, I have to pay attention to the 2 stands that I can dance, and after that I have to pay attention to overload, chi overload, and also after that I have to make sure that before I do chi overload, at least one of them is off cooldown right now. Alright, so yeah, it's a lot of practice. So I would say, I mean, he doesn't seem like a simple kind of like hero to play. But I mean, sometimes you probably want to play something different, not just something that is accessible. All right, so now I'm not in crane. Okay, let's do serpent here, and let me guess. Let me try my best to eliminate as much of this thing here. Okay, now I can do overload, and then I'll do a crane. So now 2 of them on. Then oh man, come on, man. Come on, come to me. Iron Fist, the immortal warrior. I don't know if it's warrior or not. The immortal Kung Fu master. Alright, so that is done. Yeah, so it does take a little bit of practice. I think it is one of those heroes that reward you for paying attention to what you are doing. Alright, so let me do some more. Okay, so this explosion. And I can always do the black poison touch even though I'm not in Serpent. But now it's in Serpent, right? So I can do the good fortune thunder kick, and after that do the black poison touch here. Alright, so that is done. Alright, so that is done. And let me just go in. I switch to crane kick here. So wow, it's a lot of stuff here. It's getting a bit scary. And let me go in, explosion, whatever. Then after that I do the chi overload, and then do the, oh man, serpent stance. Now 2 stands are up. Signature, man. Alright, crane, explosion, and the black poison touch without AoE. Alright, then wow, just keep hitting. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't, I mean, I think there's still quite a lot of like tuning need to be done for Iron Fist. So so that's for the MODOK and Iron Fist. I mean, bear in mind I'm still very new to this I mean, I basically level up to 60 with just 1 potion, and I haven't really been playing him at all, just like started playing him. So yeah, I mean, it does feel a little bit clunky the way I execute, but I mean, I'll give you a good idea. So I probably had to curse terminal, get something more fun, right? Okay, I was going to record it in the Odin Palace Curse, Cosmic Curse, but I couldn't because it keeps crashing the game. It's test center. So I'm going to use 2 different stances this time. I'm going to use the Tiger stance and the Dragon Tail Dragon stance. So what it really means is that I will have something called the Fury of 500 Fist for the Tiger stance, as well as the Chi Blast for the Dragon stance. So Fury of 500 Feast. Fury of 500 Feast, man. Alright, so yeah, so let's do it. Let's do it. I'm switching to Tiger. Alright, so Tiger is like this. So what it really look like something like this. The Fury of the 500 Feast is more like 7 times plus a finisher. Alright, so while the other one is like a Chi kind of blast here. So it's quite a nice kind of like a, I would say like clearing the target here. Alright, so this is Chi here. Then whoa, hang on a sec. So I'm going to the Fury of 500 Feast. Alright, so I have such a fun time building the guy, man. Seriously, I think you guys will not be hearing so many words from me for like, wow. Okay, so this is the Fury of 500 Feast. Right, switch to Dragon dragon is this one here. All right, so there is a dragon. Then I can chi overload, then go into my stance, then you know, dance to the other one. But I mean, these are really rather simple stuff, so I don't really see the, you know, the need to really switch like every now and then. But anyway, so there's a chi blast. All right, so the tiger again. All right, let me show you my buff. Tiger is a very nice buff, power buff. All right, tiger is always nice. Hang on, where's my tiger buff? Don't know what happened to my tiger buff, man. I should get accuracy, the crit, stuff like that. Anyway, dragon. All right, dragon is a chi blast. Doesn't really hit a lot. You can still, like I said, you can still use other power as well. Just that you don't have a finisher, which is kind of a shame. All right, so now I'm in the right stand for this feast of 500 Fury of 500 Fist. But I somehow have this very uncomfortable feeling that I'll be hitting air for some of these things. All right, so one stance here. Okay, man, feast, and then after that dragon, and after that yeah. Well, my chi overload is on cooldown. It's not on cooldown, but okay, man. Oops. So yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, it's a lot of things to look into the hotbar. I don't know about you. I actually find that I need to pay attention to hotbar quite a lot when I play Iron Fist, because I need to pay attention to which one the cooldown is off, then which stance I can start to do it already. Do it every 8 seconds, but try not to get too early, you know, kind of thing. Chi there, then do the, you know, feast of Fury of 500 Fist. All right, sorry, still trying to get this right. All right, hitting air again, Luke Cage over again. All right, so I'm going to dragon again. This is the clearing all this thing. Does it work? Well, it doesn't really hit a lot, does it? Right, so maybe just stick with the Fury of whatever. Alright, so that is, I mean, I think this is like somehow it's like a reality TV right now, seeing how I play this game, like how I learn this game. I don't know, man. I don't know whether it's fun for you or not, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling the Iron Fist kind of thingy right now. It doesn't really have a lot of like good area damage. I think that's what I get a little bit frustrated somehow. And the chi and the tiger stance, maybe I'm not the, well, I already picked 2 stands, so I don't know, tell me which stance combination you feel better. Somehow it's still the same to me. Alright, this is the Fury, the chi. Alright, then let me switch to another one. Alright, so now I'm on dragon, facing block. I can like do the chi thingy. I have 2 chi going on, signature. Alright, so he should die anytime soon. Alright, man, I think almost there. Alright, so that's the thing. So in case if you wonder my gear itself, I mean, I do have a costume core that is already set up for him. Well, although it's not on the max rolling of, as you can imagine, there's no point spending too much time in the test center when everything is so bugged out, and you know, sometimes you can't really play. You know, whatever you get looted in this game is not really for you to keep anyway in test center. So I don't really feel, man, I'm hitting air again. I think, you know what, I think I may need to switch back to the other stance that I think I'm better, slightly. Come on, man, this is, man. You know, sometimes I feel that blade is not that bad. I hit it again. There's a latency thing. What's the latency like? You know, there's a latency there, certainly. Alright. And sometimes I just like, you know, when I thought I hit something, I'm not hitting the something. I just miss it. It's just one of those reasons why I don't really enjoy Luke Cage, because of the I always hit air from where I come from. Alright, come on, man. Alright, so that's it. Okay, let me see. Alright, so that is the, yeah, so it's very funny, right? I mean, it's strange. Alright. Okay, let's go for some overlap here. Overlap, and the, alright, so that's it. Remember, the chi overload will consume all the remaining chi, so don't just anyhow use it. And after that, you end up with no chi at all. Yeah, well, anyway. Okay, so there's chi blast. Yeah, so well, actually I'm quite interested to see his ultimate the first time. So, and I was hoping that I'll bring him to Doom to showcase to you. Okay, this is a Fury of 500 Feast, and then do a chi blast, and then I'll switch to this like dragon. All right, okay. So that's about it. All right, I'm on dragon now. I'm on tiger, and do a feast of fury of 500 feast again, and a chi blast. All right, so I don't know, man. Hey, that's cool. No need to loot anything. It test center. Nothing is for you to keep. You're doing this for free to test. Yeah, I think I need to write some report for Gazillion. They should at least give me something, huh? Nah, just kidding. Alright, so I don't know, man. This is not going anywhere. Chi blast. Alright. Maybe this kind of stance is quite good for boss fight. I don't know. And the yeah, okay, so I have fury of alright, so that is the thing. And the chi blast, that's it, 2 of them. Right, I mean I could have more layers, but I'll probably end up not enough hotbar to do things anyway. I mean, this I'm already having one hotbar is for health regen. Here's a means to regen health, right? So I don't know, does it look really fun to you guys? Let me know in the comment below. Always keen to read your comments. Right, it's actually quite a lot of hard work because this whole thing failed a couple of times, and I was having some kind of weird bug in Kingpin terminal just now. The power just doesn't have any animation. It was really odd to look at, you know. But I mean, that is the thing about test center. Things are just a bit unstable. All right, switch to another stance. Come on, man. Fury of 500 feet is not going to help me with all these things up here, is it? All right, chi blast. Oh man, this is a scary moment, man. Yeah, so sometimes you know, damage reduction is a good thing, but you realize that if you don't really have the right tool, it's not going to help you anyway, to be honest, right? And I mean, you can mitigate that much damage, but because if you are not eliminate target fast enough, then or at least, you know, it's over the whole screen, right? So if you don't do it fast enough, then yeah, I mean, you feel a little bit fragile. All right, so I wouldn't be surprised that he may feel a little bit fragile. I don't know. I mean, his fundamental looks really good, to be honest, because I mean, close to 50% damage reduction as a defense hero is what more do you ask for, right? Chi blast, and I hit something at least. All right, okay. Now I'm in a stance to sort of like okay, good. I'm going to do a chi overload. And after that, switch to another stance and do the fury of don't know what, 500 feast, right? Signature. If it fires off, sometimes it doesn't. And fury of 500,000 feast. No, I'm really in fury right now. Where? Come on, man! This is a mini boss. All right, good stuff. Another medallion. Cosmic version. Never happened to me while I'm on live server. Damn it. Alright. Okay, go into Doom. You know what I should do? I should take a look at the oh, I hit air again, man. Don't do this. And I miss it. Oh, luckily I have Deadpool kit. So let's see. What? He's still here. These guys are just relentant to hit me. Alright, let's see. Spirit of Shao Lao is to activate this, and the alright, twice per second active duration. Alright, man. Like unto iron has no cooldown. That is your signature. Signature has no cooldown, so that is it. Let me go in. Alright, man. I'm not going to change the stance right now. I stick with whatever I've chosen. I've picked. Alright, so that is Doom. Come on, man. Chi blast, and after that, just keep going. Fury of 500 feast. Alright, chi blast, and the alright, man. Fury of 500 feast. Alright, Fury of 500 feast again. Chi blast. Well, I'm not really timing it correctly, man, seriously, but I think eventually I'll get there. Alright, so that is stage 1. Stage 2, I'm going to use ultimate. And let's see what happens when the ultimate comes. Alright, man, so where is he? Okay, ultimate. Alright, so he basically just, wow, so this guy is basically, what, is summoning some kind of like a voodoo thingy going on. Okay, man, so I can't even move, but I do take damage. So this one has no cooldown. So okay, so I suppose I could keep doing the signature. Wow, how long would that end, man? Okay, that's it. So yeah, I hope you have some idea of what happened. Alright. So alright, man. Chi plus Fury. Okay, anyway, you know, the rotation all messed up. I have to admit that. I mean, you know, you really need some practice to get it sorted. But at least give some idea of what he can do. Alright, so I'm going to try to overlap the stance again. And the, man, I mean, where is he? Okay, so Fury of whatever it is. Then I'm going to do consume all my thing, overlap. And then now I got two stands together. Alright, then signature. Alright, and the, go the other one. And the Fury of 500. Wow, I mean, he's shielded, so that's like not happening. Alright, man, Fury of, he am, man, damn it. Okay, sorry, man. Language. Alright, so yeah, that was hard work, man. A little bit, you have to juggle quite a few things because of the cooldown, the stance, and overlapping the stance, stuff like that. But I mean, I hope you get an idea. He's not really an easy hero to play, to be honest. Alright, so yeah, so let me just, let me see, do something else, alright? Alright, so this is going to be the last video clip on Iron Fist, and I'm using Cosmic Juggernaut. This time round, I'm going to stick with something that I'm familiar with, the Serpent, which I think I still like the black poison touch to be another layer on top, as well as I would like to try something called Leopard Claw. I think the Leopard stand is quite interesting. The 7 army shunders, I'm going to try it out. It seems quite interesting in the training room. So here we go. And the so that is wow. Okay, so he's going in. All right. So yeah, I think this is going to be quite a decent kind of like area kind of clearer. All right. So if it doesn't go, okay, so it's something like that. Wow, what is that, man? So you have to be in the area for him to do his job. All right. So I'm going into the kind of move for a moment. It's still a little bit buggy though. It seems very odd. Okay, I'm going to do a Leopard here. So the Leopard actually do like you know, hit several targets. I think Leopard is more better for the it's actually, I think it's better for the, you know, Cosmic terminal itself. All right, so I'm going to do a Leopard, and I'm going in. All right, yeah, it's just that it doesn't jump in. I wish that he was jumping in rather than I dash in and then do you know, do the stuff that I need to do. So it's like this. All right, so you just hit everybody here. So yeah, I mean, it's a very decent. I think Leopard is like something that you almost have to have. So it's Serpent and do AOE, overlap, then switch to Serpent, Leopard, then do the. So that's the what is it called, 7 armies shunder. All right, so that is that's a cool thing about it. All right, so it is definitely more agile. All right, so it does. Wow, it seems quite. I think maybe Serpent is the way to go. Leopard is the way to go, really, on this kind of scenario. Right, so it's kind of decent when it comes to the, you know, Iron Fist. All right, so okay, another like a Leopard, 7 armies shunter. That's what it's called, 7 armies shunter. Alright, so that is thing. It just doesn't leap onto it like a Leopard. They should just leap it in it, man. You know, that would be like really awesome. Alright, so that is that's one. Then I can do the stand-ons and the Leopard, and that's it. 2 overlap to each other. Power and dexterity, probably a very powerful stuff going on. Alright, so so that is the thing. It's just that the black poison touch seems quite slow. There's a wish that it's actually much better. So yeah, definitely. There you go. There's a holy grail. I saved the best for the last. Alright. That is the Leopard. It's the way to go. It's still a little bit of like kind of you know, right. So that is the Leopard there. Alright. And then I do the black poison touch. A little bit of delay. Alright. So switch to Serpent now. Alright. Then do a black Serpent touch. Alright. Then do the stand-ons to Leopard, Then to the 7 armies shunter here. Probably I don't need that. Yeah, so that is probably very decent, very fun. So I think the right now, I mean, I'm thinking that you know, it really depends on what kind of stand that you pick for what situation, which will require some thinking. So you may find it fun, you may find it not. So the it does somehow require you to be quite. I mean, but there's quite a lot. You know, when you stand down, you're supposed to do damage as well, because that and there's no. I don't see any power to leap it in. So I need to walk into a dead enemy to sort of like do damage. So I don't know, man. I wish there was some leaping into it, and rather than okay, this one I take away a team up because there's no use. Team up is going to get killed by Juggernaut anyway. All right, man. All right, so 1. All right, man. In. All right, go. Get out. All right, cool. Okay, man. Let me get rid of this totem. I can do an overlap again. I'm just like, you know, showcasing to you how to do overlap. Consume chi overload, overlap, and then that's it. 2 of them, right? So that's the Leopard. Then wow, try not to get into the way of his charge. So yeah, that is all that that you see from this like you know, Iron Fist. So I think in closing. In closing, if you pick the right power for the job, so far what we have seen is that you know, I think definitely the 7 army shunter is my favorite. I would say, you know, because it's just so much easier with it. Although it has pretty long cooldown, 8-second cooldown, and you know, after the 8-second, what you're going to do is just pick target one by one, of course. But even with the 8-second cooldown, this is probably the only power that is relevant in the cosmic you know, terminal environment, or even Cosmic Patrol. And the if you look at stuff like the Good Fortune Thunder Kick, I think you know, that is fine as well. It's sort of like, you know, you actually launch into the your target. So it's one of the okay. So we do have like a leap kind of power. It kind of launch into it, and after that it got explosion. So that's pretty nice as well. So it's either between these two. I think this one is more effective from what I've seen compared to this one, because this one you are invulnerable for the duration of the power. So that's really nice, because as you do the thing, you're invulnerable. So it seems to me this is too good to be true. 7 armies shunter versus the Good Fortune Thunder Kick. And I suppose when it comes to the Chi Blast itself, the good thing about Chi Blast is that if you're on a Dragon stance, you kind of like gain a 6-second kind of buff to it. Now I haven't really thought about, you know, stand dancing beyond 2 stands, because potentially what you could do is that you could actually have dragon stand, then do a Chi Blast, and, you know, extend your power to be more powerful. It's like a vulnerability debuff, right? So this is like the vulnerability debuff, but it's only like for 6 seconds, so you have to do it. You can't really do it that often anyway. So I don't know whether it's effective or not. I need to go through a number, which I will not do it in test center, because it's usually a waste of time. They change the power here and there based on feedback. And the I mean, Fury of 500 feet, I think for raid environment is going to be very relevant. It hits quite hard on the finishing strike, especially it hits really hard. So I wouldn't be surprised that this is going to be the very popular layer to single target. Then after that, you could have something like the Serpent as well. So the black poison touch, which is you know, either it's mental damage or damage over time layered on top of it. So I think that sort of like you know, cover all the various different stands related power. And what we've learned also is that you know, you have to think really, you know, are you going to gear for hybrid? Because in order to gear for hybrid, you have to proc hybrid every 7 seconds in minimal for the power dupe to work. So do you have power that every 7 seconds you do it? Maybe you have, but you know, just bear in mind that some power may not be that effective if it is outside of the stance itself. So I don't know, I'm still quite keen to see how it works. So like I said in the beginning of the video, is I think on paper, on just look at a game philosophy point of view, it's a good design because there are different stands, but then because of the you know, you have to stand down to one power that associated to another power. And unlike the Star-Lord elemental build, whereby, you know, there are actually some common power that will take a different role when you do a stance, this one doesn't. So in a way become a bit well, it's a bit strange for play this. It's really complex. I feel you have to constantly pay attention to the hotbar and to the situation and see when do you stand dance from one A to B, and then when do you overlap the two to give you the extra power. So like I always said, pre-order or don't bother is always it's a decision up to you. My job here is to just showcase to you what the hero can do or cannot do, and whether whether you like this kind of like gameplay style or not, is really up to you. But I mean, this is just test center. Nothing is cast in stone, and who knows, they may. I mean, you look at Starlord Elemental build has undergone a really huge change after he has gone live. But I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I think this one I'm a little bit on the fence. Like in order to link the power to be fluid to each other, I don't feel that fluid to sort of like stand dance that much. And as a melee hero, you get to be really close to action as well. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment box below, and see whether you are excited about Iron Fist, the hero in the game, or not. All right. So till the next time we see each other, goodbye, and enjoy Danger Room. It's really a blast. And one of my next videos will be definitely on the Danger Room. Yeah, okay, bye.